Hi, my name is Mike Bowie, and I own OsteoStrong here in St. Peter's and O'Fallon. And growing up, I grew up born in St. Louis, but we moved out to a farm, and I grew up on a farm, doing all the things that you would think you would do on a farm. We had some livestock, we had some crops, we hunted, we fished, we rode motorcycles, did all the fun stuff, right? And at 11 years old, I had an opportunity, because I had been working in my father's machine shop with him. I had an opportunity to start my first business. I was a welder. And I had a contract with the company to repair some of their things that they use for their business. And that was wonderful. It taught me about customer service. It taught me how to, kind of run a business. My second job, I worked for a small fencing company. I dug post holes and I hauled cement in wheelbarrows, and I worked hard. Man, they worked you hard. But I loved it. That was good, honest work, and it was amazing. Then, after I started driving, I worked at Hardee's. I did that through high school, and I loved it. Working in the back, working in the front, working the drive-through, serving customers. I had some great management there that they taught me how to meet customers' needs, how to, just interact with them, and I loved that. Well, then it was off to college, and I worked in the bookstore, so I always had, working with people and trying to help them get the things that they desire. After college, I became a professional musician for the next 10 years, and that was amazing. I did some touring, played locally, had an amazing time, but about age 29, it was a big thing. God spoke. And I woke up one morning at 6 a.m. and I heard God tell me a really important message. He said, "Get a job." And so I called my friend who owned a staffing company, and he connected me with a local utility services company, it was wonderful. I was out and about doing things. I quickly grew in that company, was there for about 7 years and ended up into management. And when that role ended, I was in a motorcycle riding group, and I knew some people that worked in the finance world. And so they brought me along and recruited me in to work in that world. I was with Citibank for the next 12, almost 13 years, with many different roles, mortgages and some leadership roles in management. And about age 45, I started not loving it as much. And maybe you can relate to this. When you love what you do, but you've been doing it so long, right? And again, I didn't not love it, but I loved it less. And I found myself thinking about other things. And I was 45 years old. And I began praying, God, what do you want me to do when I grow up? And of course, my wife's alongside me praying, God, please, hurry, tell him what he wants to do when he grows up. And after about 3 years of prayer, it was really fascinating how this story from this moment that I'm going to share with you onward became where I'm standing today. Some friends of ours opened an OsteoStrong nearby, and we went to their grand opening. And we saw what they did, and I didn't understand it. It didn't make sense to me. But they're wonderful friends, and they invited us to come in and try it. So my wife did. You know how, guys, if you're listening, you know how we always have our wives try it first? So I did that. So I was like, honey, you try it. Let me know how it goes. Well, she did, and it was life-changing for her. She had energy, had strength, she had core stability. She wasn't so tired. We have 4 kids, and she worked, and she took care of us, and you can imagine, that woman's role. And she's a superhero, but she was tired. Well, OsteoStrong gave her energy and her strength back. And I saw that in her. And I thought, well, I need to go try this. And I did. And I had chronic back pain for 10 years prior to this. And I'm not talking just a little bit of discomfort. I'm talking debilitating back pain, degenerated L5. And constant chiropractic for years. And I went to OsteoStrong. And remember, I'm still with Citibank. I went to OsteoStrong in just a few months, and my back pain was gone. And to this day, 5 years later, I have zero back pain. So this is massive for me. Now, fast forward, answered prayer, right? You're waiting for this to round out. Well, here it is. It was so clear to us, both my wife and I, that this is what we're supposed to do. And we did it. We didn't wait. We did it. We took that clear path, and we opened an OsteoStrong. And that was 4 years ago, a little over 4 years ago in O'Fallon, Missouri. And here we are now with our second location in St. Peter's with hundreds of members, hundreds of results, hundreds of testimonials, hundreds of success stories. And looking back over my life, I see that every role that I had, everything that I've done led to this. Hard work, determination, passion, customers, people. And this is the rounding out the story. It's the people, and it's always the people. Everything about what we do is serving people and their needs. And you know what? You get one body, and we just want to help you with it. So thank you so much.